Now we've got all the lettering in place, what we're going to do now is we're going to lock all these layers. This is a little padlock here, and we're going to click on all the layers except for the letter Q. That's the letter we're going to animate. Notice a blue box appears around the letter Q. Now the timeline here goes up in keyframes, or frames, sorry. Every 12 frames is equal to 1 second. So it's 12 frames per second. So what we're going to do is we're going to count 6 seconds forward, which is 72 frames in the Q layer. Click in that square, right click, and then press or click on Insert Keyframe. Notice the area is greyed out. Then what we're going to do is click in the last frame, that's the one with the circle in it, and we're going to move the Q down to a different position on the form. Then we're going to click in the middle of the spaced area on the keyframe, right click and select Create Classic Tween. What happens then is you'll see an arrow will go from one side of the tween to the other, and if you click anywhere in that run you can see that slowly the Q is animated down to the bottom. So that's one basic effect. The other effect that we want to do is we want the key or the Q to roll round when it's going down. So we look in the property area on this side, and you can see that there is this property for rotate. If you use the drop down arrow, we're going to get it to rotate clockwise. The little number by the actual drop down menu is the amount of times that it rotates in one animated sequence. So what we're going to do is click on that, and we're going to get it to rotate 4 times and then press enter. Now what we do is click in the first keyframe, press the enter key, and you can see that the Q animates down to the bottom. You can do this with other letters, but first of all we need to set up the keyframes to 72 for all the other letters. First of all, in turn, lock the frame you've been working on, then unlock the letter underneath. Then go to the keyframe 72 in that row for the letter E, right click and insert keyframe. Then all you have to do is right click in the middle again, create classic tween, and then in the last keyframe move the letter E down so it sits next to the letter Q. In the same way, change the rotation, and in this case I'm going to go counterclockwise, and I'm going to make it rotate 3 times this time. Now all you do then is run the animation through, and you'll notice that the letters go down together and end up at the bottom. You can do this same effect for the other keys by locking and unlocking the next layer.